Hello, this is for my philosophy part 2 for music for elementary schools. Um, so I'm looking at the little slideshow here thing. So the first part is the theoretical and the why. So question 1, what is important / valuable about music in elementary school? Music just gives kids an outlet to explore who they are and who they are around other people, I suppose. It was ego and sense of self, I believe is the word. It makes them explore something that maybe they thought they wouldn't have, especially since music classrooms tend to have music from other cultures as well, and they explain why those different cultures have those different types of music. Whether if it's the specific instruments made there or if it's for certain ceremonies, etc. And I wrote it better in my narrative essay, which I'm pretty sure you'll read soon. My voice is going out again, that's okay. Question number 2, what school-based musical experiences should elementary students have? They should have as many experiences as possible that are age appropriate. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, to listen to other people's cultures, and even current music, as long as the words are okay and they're parent approved. They should be able to play instruments, sing, dance, move in some sort of way if they are able to, or even just like feel the speakers, because there's that too, just so that they feel the music and are embracing it. Let's see. Students, to a degree, they can learn how to read notation. It's not necessarily the most important thing in an elementary music setting, because there's not necessarily concerts. It's more of, oh, you spend 2 weeks here and then you're going on to the next schedule. At least that's how it was for my elementary school. It was more of just the experience. I did learn very little reading, but if anything, I just remember having more fun than about the reading, and that's what I want to strive for. I believe the Suzuki method said, what was it, sound before notes, so that one is very valuable. Okay, what type of environment should a teacher create in an elementary music classroom? I believe we talked about this during class a lot, but it should be safe. You should be the teacher. They should be a safe place for students to talk to, especially about maybe things that are going on at home, or if there's bullying going on, or maybe if it's just that they think that the class might go smoother if they do such and such. They're not challenging your authority, they're just saying what they're experiencing. Like elementary classrooms especially, they need to be fun. They need to be creative, spontaneous. Kids are such creative little beings and chaotic, so they need to release that energy in some sort of way, and some sort of way that is acceptable and that they enjoy. That could be like playing instruments, singing, maybe shouting. But we can all make that work in music elementary. All right. Let's see. Going on to the practical, the what. What types of activities, lessons, and experiences would you use to implement your philosophy? Okay, activities, lessons, and experiences. So I guess I can just give an example of what I'm teaching my current student right now and what I have taught. So I've been teaching at least late elementary and up, essentially. So they do have the ability to read notation, and they probably have read notation before, so I've been using that a lot. When kids are brand new to the guitar, I do admit I tried forcing reading more than I probably should have before I knew better, and my guitar mentor did have a talk with me about it, saying that it's more important for the experience rather than the reading, because some of them may not even go on to be music makers in the future, but we at least want them to have fun. Okay. let's see, so lessons will I use? So going on to reading and rhythm, I guess for rhythm, I like the dancing a lot. I think that's really fun. In my classroom, I do like dance rhythm more or less. So we assign a dance move for each type of duration, whether it be quarter notes, eighth notes, whole notes, etc. Whatever we're learning that day, they'll assign a dance move to it. I'll put on a metronome as our backtrack, and then we'll start dancing to the rhythm that we choose. And they love it so much. Some did punching, some did dabbing. Well, they didn't punch each other, I promise. They also did jumping, so for stomping. So they have a lot of fun creating with that. Let's see, what else have I done? Let's see, lessons, experiences, yada yada. I also do like memory games. It's just like muscle memory. So we'll have like be a group of students or just 2 students go one-on-one, and I'll give them a chord and they'll have to play as fast as possible, and they really enjoy that. Some call and response stuff, some listening as well. Okay, now going on to the last question. What specific approaches to teaching music might support your philosophy? It's kind of hard to say. We did learn about them, and I'm trying to pull them up right here if I can get to the page. Here we go. Okay. Just kidding, that is something different. Those are the different theories. Not the teaching ones that I want. Okay, so ORF, child-centered, similar to play, learn like language. Yeah, so ORF is pretty close to what I do, like the dancing to the rhythm. I just started implementing like speech into my rhythms. Like we talked about doing folk songs in the classroom that have certain rhythm that matches speech. So I'm teaching my student Jingle Bells right now, and Jingle All the Way. She was having trouble with that rhythm, but as soon as she sang as she was playing with it, she got the rhythm down pretty fast without having to think about it too much. Let's see. Music learning theory, so for the music learning theory, for like audiation at least, I'm trying to do it, but I think she's still a little bit too young. She's about 9 years old, but I haven't done any like complex audiating. If anything, I'll just have her think the downbeats and then have her clap the upbeat. So that's pretty much what we've been doing essentially. Kodai is also the singing the folk songs, I believe, and that's pretty much what I have been doing. I like take bits and pieces of like all of these methods, but none of them strictly fit my style, I believe. And I'm sure that will change in the future and whatever, I believe. Thank you for listening to this. Bye, Dr. Ryan.